A lot of people ask if they should be doing affirmations around the fulfillment of love. And I want to talk a little bit about affirmations, because we tend to think of affirmations as something that we say in our minds, something that we kind of chant over and over to ourselves. I am worthy of love. I receive my beloved now. But the problems that many of us are having with the ability to manifest love, so in other words, those of us who are not successful yet at manifesting love, the problem is more really located in our lower bodies, like the deeper beliefs that are almost on a somatic level, that we're not safe, that we're not wanted, that men will disappoint us. You know, these deeper kind of beliefs that we've been living with and struggling with for many, many years. They're not necessarily just thoughts in our minds. So if you try and say an affirmation that's just a thought in your mind, it doesn't really have the same authority in your own psyche, right? Because a belief like men will disappoint me, if you grew up with a mother who had that belief and lived a life of deep disappointment, and your grandmother lived a life of deep disappointment because her husband was a drunk, and then you've had 2 failed marriages and your boyfriends always seem to disappoint you. Like, there's a lot of energy in that. There's a lot of weight, right? So just coming up and saying, you know, men are my friends, you know, men are trustworthy, on top of that isn't going to hold the same authority. So what we do is we go into asking ourselves, what's really, really true? Is it really true that out of the 6 billion people, the 3 billion of them that are men, that all of those 3 billion people are disappointments and would disappoint you? Well, no, of course not. No. So what you start to do is create a new possibility, that you say to yourself, I have the power to shift this belief. And I have the power to create a relationship with a trustworthy man who's mature and capable of deep love, who's looking for love, who's ready for love. And that's the man I'm open to receiving now. And suddenly, do you feel the energy of that, how much more power that has? It actually gets up underneath this belief that men are a disappointment. So that's what we call those power statements, because they anchor us into the deeper truth. What's really true? And they evolve the conversation forward. So you want to be owning your value as a woman from here. You want to be owning in your power to create the love that you're longing for. Many of us who are single for a long time have a very deep feeling of resignation around this idea that we are alone in life. And one of the power statements I have found that's been very effective in this is, I was not born to be alone. I am made to be in relationship, and I have the power to generate the kind of intimacy and love and connection that I am longing for. It's this stand that's very powerful and fierce.